Good morning and welcome to the MCTC Benefactor Appreciation Event. My name is Kara Clark and I'm the MCTC Foundation Executive Director. Today we are celebrating you, our investors from 2020. Because of you, MCTC students have been able to accomplish a whole host of things. While circumstances have dictated that we hold this celebration virtually, we sincerely hope each and every one of you feel as appreciated as if we were meeting in person. So without further ado, let's get started. It's my pleasure to introduce MCTC Interim President, Mr. Russ Ford.
Welcome. Thank you, Kara. Because of your generosity and support, Maysville Community and Technical College continues to provide quality education to our students and the opportunities for our students to gain that education and in turn provide success and benefits to our communities. Whether it's a 2-year program or a transfer program, your generous donations, support, investments in our college has truly contributed to the success of our students. Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." Your support and generosity as the caretakers and benefactors of the college accomplish this quote over and over. You know, we make a life by striving to do better, and through your support, our students are able to do just that, and in turn, making our communities a better place. Your gifts to the college represent a commitment to learning and allowing the college to expand and meet the needs of our students and our community workforce. I wish we could have been together today. This is always such a wonderful event to get to honor you all and celebrate what you have done for the college. But this year, as we know, has been in unprecedented times. It always amazes me the stories that we hear from our students that are directly to you, are because of you and your generosity. The college and its campuses are doing well. The state of the college is good. And we cannot express our appreciation more to all that you have done for us this year in 2021 and in past years. And again, I regret that we can't celebrate this in person, but next year things are going to be brighter. We're going to get through this together and we can have fellowship and talk about all the good things that are happening at the college because of you and your support. It's been my honor to serve as interim president this year, and you all, with your assistance, have made our lives easier. It's been a difficult year. There's no doubt about that for you and for us. But our campuses have remained open, they've remained safe, and the quality premier education that has become indicative to the history of Maysville Community and Technical College continues. And again, with your generosity and your support, your interest in the college, your partnership with the college, we're able to continue all of these good things that we're doing and expand the college in new directions. I know we're going to come out of this better. We're going to be more innovative. Our faculty and staff have done a phenomenal job this year. Our students have continued to learn, and it's again been a year that's like no other. In my 32 years in higher education, I've never experienced anything even remotely like this. But going back to the fact that you all and your participation and partnership with this college, your care and your concern about what we do, great programs such as tuition guarantee have benefited by your generosity. We're a community college and we belong to the community, and your partnership and your ability to want to help us succeed has made those things possible. So I can't thank you enough. The college can't thank you enough. Know that MCTC, again, will come out of this. We're going to be stronger than ever, better than ever, with more workforce training, more quality programs to meet that high-tech, high demand that our Commonwealth is in need of at this time. We want to continue to help with economic development. We want to continue to see our communities grow and thrive, and it's through your generosity and support as our benefactors that we're able to do this. So again, please let me thank you for your assistance, and we're going to get together real soon and be able to celebrate and have fellowship about all the wonderful things the college are doing, and it's because of you, and we appreciate that. So many blessings to you and your families and your organizations that you're a part of, and know that we truly appreciate all that you have done for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Russ. In years past, we've held this event typically in the fall around November. This year, we postponed it, and when we decided to celebrate in the spring, we immediately thought, let's hold this event close to St. Patrick's Day. Why, you might ask? Well, we truly feel as though your continued support is like the rainbow that leads MCTC students to the pot of gold at the end. And by pot of gold, I mean career aspirations achieved and lives changed for the better each and every day. Our students are so lucky to have you. This year, as last year was, it continues to be so challenging. All of us have had to adapt in time away from loved ones, virtual meetings, and a completely changed life and work or school environment. Indeed, these times have actually taught us how flexible and creative we can be. The job of the MCTC Foundation was not an exception to that. Building new relationships with our constituents and staying connected with our loyal supporters became all the more important. Despite all the challenges, you stepped up and you continue to think of MCTC and invest in us. In fiscal year 2020, the foundation raised over $660,000 because of you. Of the 16 KCTCS colleges, your support was greater than 11 of those, and we're one of the smaller schools. So kudos to you all, and we cannot thank you enough. Now we'll hear some specific examples of how your partnership and contributions have enabled us to build and improve programs and remove student barriers. Allow me to introduce Dr. Thomas Ware, MCTC Provost, Jessica Kern, Chief Enrollment and Student Services Officer, and John Sims, Chair of the MCTC Foundation.
Well, good morning. I'm honored to be here. I'd like to take a little time to describe how your generosity has benefited our students and programs. Because of you, people are getting jobs and making immediate contributions to our region, and I'd like to provide you a couple of examples. Last year, we started a lineman program in Cynthiana. Since that time, we've had 40 students complete the program, with another 16 slated to begin next month. All of them have gotten jobs within a couple of months of completion. At the end of each program, students showcase their skills to power company representatives and family and friends at a lineman rodeo. And many students get job offers at these events. As the recent ice storms have demonstrated, electrical line workers are some of the most essential employees in our area. It is a profession for younger folks, and the pay is great, and you have helped make this happen. Because of you, we have expanded our nursing programs. Healthcare jobs make up the bulk of needed positions in Northern Kentucky. We started a new RN program at the Montgomery campus this year. And as for our existing programs, we have had tremendous success in our pass rates for license exams, 100% at Maysville and 100% at the Round campus in practical nursing this year. Any nursing graduate who has passed their exam has gotten jobs if they wanted them. The The shortage of nurses in our area remains high. And even before graduation, our nursing students and faculty have made significant contributions to local health care by being trained in and helping to administer COVID vaccinations to our citizens. So from the faculty and students at MCTC, we thank you for your benevolence.
I could have graduated high school, went to a 4-year university, spent lots of money, spent even more time, 2 extra years, and had the same degree. My name is Macy Robles, and I am a graduate of Maysville Community and Technical College, and I am from Cynthiana, Kentucky. I studied to be a registered nurse. I took dual credit classes to jumpstart my career of becoming a nurse. It was the quickest path to be able to achieve my goal. I chose MCTC because it was very reasonably priced and saved me lots of money. I didn't have any student debt during this process and was able to start my career now right after graduation. I work as a registered nurse at Harrison Memorial Hospital located in Cynthiana, Kentucky. My favorite part of my job is interacting not only with the patients but also with the staff that I work with. The reason I believe that Licking Valley campus is rated one of the top nursing schools in Kentucky is because there's really a family atmosphere. It's been a wonderful experience to go ahead and get a head start on what has been my goal for a long time. And I'm really grateful that Licking Valley campus and Harrison Memorial were able to work together to provide opportunities such as this.
Hello, I'm Jessica Kern, the Chief Officer of Enrollment and Student Services for Maysville Community and Technical College. Even before the COVID-19 pandemic really hit last year, our college was working hard to adopt the mantra of MCTC Cares. And we had refocused our efforts to help our students overcome barriers that hindered their academic success while they were here with us. Our data illustrated what our faculty and our staff already saw every day, and that's that for a lot of our students, life gets in the way. They were having success in the classroom, they were doing well in their classes, but something came up in their life that provided a barrier for them to complete. Too many times, students were leaving us in good academic standing, a good GPA, on the right path, but they hadn't graduated yet. And so because of you, we really refocused some of our efforts to try to provide even more support to help those students overcome life challenges that would enable them to stay in school and finish. One of those examples was startup funding from International Paper. We opened the MCTC on-campus Food for Thought food pantry. But really, due to limited on-campus traffic this year and social distancing guidelines, pantries weren't being utilized the way that they had been in the past and the way that we knew they should be. The COVID-19 pandemic had created an unprecedented need, but the traditional format for food pantries just didn't work this year. And so we pulled a group together and we developed a way to do pickups or drive-through pickups for food pantry needs. And in December alone, we provided support to 101 students right before the holidays. They were able to leave with bags of groceries for them and their kids over the holiday break. Again, thanks to International Paper, this year we were also able to purchase laptop computers. These are housed in our Student Success Centers and kind of overseen by our success coaches, but they're a resource for us to give to students in need so that they can work on classwork at home, off campus with the laptop. Technology is simply something students have to have access to now more than ever. And with this funding, we were able to purchase that need and help a good number of students secure that resource. Last year, right as COVID-19 was hitting and we were making the transition to remote learning to finish out the semester, we received a grant from the AT&T Foundation that would allow us to award student emergency loans. It couldn't have come at a more timely place of where we were, and in really just a matter of weeks, we were able to award those fundings directly to students to help with, again, to purchase a computer for their online class, housing, food, utilities, childcare, whatever it was their need was. We were able to use the $10,000 to support them so that they were able to finish out the semester with us. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't thank you for your generous support for our scholarship program. From the state's only tuition guarantee program to countless scholarships that are focused on specific programs or counties or high schools, whatever the criteria may be, you have really helped us support students, new students and current students coming to us. Some of our strongest students, some of our best graduates wouldn't have been here if it were not for that institutional scholarship. So thank you for that. And really, these are just a few examples of the ways that we're trying to show that MCTC cares about our students, our faculty and staff, and our communities. And we certainly wouldn't have been able to do that without your support. So thank you. Kara, we'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Ware and Jessica. And now we'd like to hear a few words from John Sims, the chair of the MCTC Foundation. Thank you.
Okay, good morning and welcome to our virtual Benefactor event. My name is John Sims. I'm the current chair of the MCTC Foundation Board. And thank you for being on this video today, watching our video. Most of all, thank you for the investment you make in our college and in our students. This is very important for our community. It gives students a chance to advance their careers and make new careers. Give you an example, back in 1974, I married my wife, Debbie. She was a student at the college here in Maysville in the nursing program. So in 1975, she graduated as an RN at the second class. So anyway, that served us well as she worked as an RN at Fleming County Hospital for several years. And after that, of course, we had children. Our son graduated from here at MCTC, and today we have two granddaughters who are doing dual credits. They're students, they're juniors at Fleming County High School, but they're doing the dual credit class. So anyway, they're getting some college education while they're still in high school. And most recently, I have a grandson, Bradley. Bradley graduated on June 29th, 2019 from Fleming County High School. He had 1 day of summer break, which is June 30th. And on June 1st, 2019, he started the lineman program on the Round campus. Now, the lineman program has been going on about 6 years now, and it's done well for our area. Now, Bradley took it's a 10-week course, the lineman is, and after the 10-week course, after graduation, on that day he graduated, he got 2 job offers. So today he works for Fleming Mason Energy Co-op, which covers Fleming Mason, Lewis, Robinson, Brock, and part of Greenup County. So, I thank the college for that. Also, with your help, you give students opportunities to further careers and make a career. Without your generous investment, a lot of these folks no telling where they'd be today. But we thank you very much for your continued support to Maysville Community Technical College, and that we thank you very much. And now we'll probably listen to some alumni who have graduated from this college and listen to their success stories. Thank you so much.
It's always nice to learn from someone who has been in the trenches and to learn from the mistakes they may have made and the lessons that they've learned. My name is Landon Garrison, and I'm the manufacturing engineer here at Stober Drives. This will be my 15th year here at Stober Drives. Stober Drives is an industry leader in gearbox drives and automation. We can be anywhere an electric motor is needed, and we can be anywhere that motion is required. My day-to-day job is to support all the machinists on the shop floor, making sure they have everything they need, solutions with any problems that they may have. My job is to make sure those guys are successful at their job. I decided my senior year of high school that I wanted to go into machine tool technology. I chose MCTC based on their machine tool and technology program. I started there and just fell in love with it. The machine tool program that I went through was a very good mix of classroom lecture as long as hands-on. Before I graduated high school, I was able to obtain an apprenticeship program here at Stober Drives. The way that worked is I would come out here for 30 hours to work and to learn on the job running these machine tools. I was allotted 10 hours for in-class time, so I still had a 40-hour paycheck. I got to work with a journeyman here who had been in machining for 20 plus years, along with the classroom instruction. I got the best of both worlds. I know the partnership between MCTC and Stober has been phenomenal. The Kentucky Fame program, I feel, is an excellent program. It's another extension of the apprenticeship programs that we're doing here. We have a few Kentucky Fame students here, and they've turned out to be excellent employees. His training was top-notch, so I think very highly of the apprenticeship programs and the Fame programs. I owe my career to our local area technology center and MCTC. I wouldn't be here without them. When you love what you do, you really don't work a day in your life. So I was fortunate enough to find that in machining.
I was like, say what? This is too good to be true. What are you talking about? I can further my education and essentially not pay a dime? Heck yes. Whenever I was a senior in high school, I noticed some extra space in my schedule, and I had heard about dual credit through MCTC. I decided to jump right in and take some classes. I think I ended up taking a full semester while I was in high school. So whenever I was full-time at MCTC, I had a lot of fun. You really know everybody, and you get to know some really cool professors. That aspect of knowing people and really being a family, and I think Maysville is a family. I developed so many people skills just going to MCTC, and that changed everything for me. The tuition guarantee program, when I was at MCTC, I had to obtain a 3.0 GPA and take full credit hours, and then afterwards I would receive all the tuition that I paid out of pocket back. I did it with a smiling face. It was huge for me. Being able to then transfer to NKU completely debt-free meant the world to me. I am a marketing coordinator at Rhinegeist Brewery. Rhinegeist is a craft brewery based out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Come up with all of our different types of flavors, but really it's about our culture. The culture here is amazing. I really love the company that I work for. I enjoy my coworkers. They've become some of my great friends. What I mainly do is plan our brand experience, our taproom events, and just really coordinate around like what beers we're releasing that month. Really focus on what the consumer is experiencing with our brand. MCTC provided me with a better life because it made me a better person, it made me a better employee, it made me a better student, and it also allowed me to graduate debt-free, and that is just something that I can't say without smiling. Thank you, MCTC.
Isn't it exciting to see what a significant impact your investment has made? Well, we're not finished yet. Now we'll hear from Brady Schultz, MCTC Director of Marketing and Public Relations. He's going to spotlight some highlights from the MCTC annual report. Brady?
Thanks, Kara. Thanks for having me today, and I'm excited to go through what I'm referring to as some of our greatest hits from our recently published annual report. We'll jump right in with some honorable dignitaries that visited our campuses during the 19 and 20 fiscal year. Governor Andy Beshear paid a visit to the Rowan campus. Dr. Aaron Thompson, president of the Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education, spoke to faculty and staff at our spring in-service back in 2020. And also U.S. Senator Rand Paul held his majority field roundtable at the Rowan campus back in October of 2019, discussing the logging industry for the area. Earlier, Jessica mentioned the Caring Campus initiative that we have going on. Well, to go along with that and to help bring our entire faculty and staff into the fold, we planned what we referred to as MCTC Cares Day. Basically, we sent out 90 volunteers from across all disciplines in the college to 25 different community organizations throughout our service area, food pantries, animal shelters, emergency shelters, parks, cemeteries, food pantries, basically to go out and do a day of service and help our communities. But when we look back on that event, we know that the people that really gained the most from it was us. It was an incredible team building activity for us. And little did we know, about a month later, we would really be called upon to tackle probably the biggest difficult moment in the history of the college, and we really needed to call upon that teamwork to help us overcome. Of course, I'm talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. Played such an important role in how our year was shaped. But I have to say, our college community jumped right in, did everything that we needed to do, and didn't skip a beat. Not only did we transition our teaching model to to remote online and hybrid models, but we also incorporated new technology into how we meet, how we do everything really. Our health faculty jumped in and helped gather PPE from our laboratories to take out and give to local health providers, because we knew that our students weren't going to be in the labs at that time, and they were calling and needed that PPE. So, lots of great things came out of that, that pandemic for sure. And to this date, we still have students and faculty members that are volunteering with organizations like the Buffalo Trace Area Health District. They're helping to administer and plan vaccine clinics. So really, the work has not stopped. So we have a lot to be proud of coming out of that. We held our first ever drive-through graduation on the Maysville campus last year. It obviously is not what we're used to, and not what any of us thought that we would have to do, but we have to say it was very well received. It wasn't your normal pomp and circumstance. It was just kind of a fun event, very well received by our students. And because of the ongoing pandemic, we are looking at doing something similar this year. Although instead of having just one event on the Maysville campus, we are going to expand to include graduates on all 4 of our campuses. So more about that in the days to come. And wouldn't you know, in the midst of a pandemic, the Licking Valley campus registered nursing program was named the #1 RN program in the state of Kentucky. And that's something, a true testament to the faculty and staff and the dedication of the students there, that despite all of the hardships that year brought, they were still able to rise to the top. So I see nothing but good things ahead for MCTC. I know we will emerge from this pandemic, much stronger than we were before, and a much stronger team because of it. That's basically all our greatest hits. There are, I could talk for an hour with all of the great things that happened, but those were some of my favorites. Now we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back to Kara. Thanks, everybody.
Dealing with the real world wasn't easy, even before the whole global pandemic thing. Trying to pay the bills, worrying about family, or just trying to figure out what you want to be. The good news? Maysville Community and Technical College is open and ready, with on-campus and online programs that can lead to essential careers in IT, healthcare, and more, all at less than half the cost of a 4-year university. So never put your dreams on hold and never underestimate you.
I really want to reiterate what we've been talking about this morning is that we're celebrating all of you, everyone who has partnered with or made an investment in the college for the calendar year of 2020. This relationship that you have with us continues to remove obstacles in student pathways and allows for student success. And you've heard several examples actually of that today. But each year we give special recognition to donors who have gone over and above by contributing $1,000 or more. These students are now a part of the MCTC Presidential Society. And I'd like to invite Russ Ward to officially welcome our 2020 Presidential Society donors.
Well, thank you, Kara. This is truly an honor for me to get to do this. And, you know, as I became interim president, I challenged everyone at the college who exceeded well and above my request was to act with purpose. And the Presidential Society, as well as all of our donors, definitely represent that concept of acting with purpose. So it's my honor to welcome our new members to the Presidential Society for 2020. Aileen Allison Estate, an anonymous donor. AT&T Foundation, the Bertha LaBus Charitable Foundation, the Bluegrass Community Foundation, Ben Breslin, Burley Tobacco Growers Cooperative Association, the Burnett Family Charitable Foundation, Ray and Barbara Campbell, Victor and Edna Caproni Memorial Scholarship Fund, the Crounce Corporation, Dollar General Literacy Foundation, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Moorhead, Clarence H. Gifford Fund, the Grayson Rural Electric Cooperative Corporation, Harrison Memorial Hospital, Claire Adair Hendrickson Foundation, International Paper, Maysville Mill, Ed and Karen Jefferson, the Kentucky Bank, the Kentucky Power Company, N.O. Kimbler Memorial Fund, Limestone Cycling Tour, Warren and Nancy Markwell, the MCTC Alumni Scholarship Fund, Meadowview Regional Medical Center, Keith and Lynn Pack, the Charles and Mary Elizabeth Scripps Foundation, John and Debbie Sims, the Thomas Memorial Scholarship Fund, Arthur and Marcia Walker, and the Whitaker Bank. Again, we thank these new members to the Presidential Society, and thanks to all of our donors and benefactors who supported the college this year. You've heard many great things that are going on and many great things to come. I look forward to seeing you soon, and I'll turn it back over to Kara.
Thank you, Russ. In wrapping this up today, I just want to let you know how much the MCTC faculty, staff, and students truly appreciate each and every one of you. Because of you, so much has been accomplished, and I think you've been able to see some examples of that. To make investing even easier moving forward, we now have an MCTC Foundation website. So please visit us at mctcfoundation.org. You can make gifts online now, and it's so much easier. Plus, there's a lot of information on that site. Again, thank you for being with us today. Thank you indeed for helping lead students to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.